Hello and welcome back to another YouTube. So we have a different setup today. I am in my kitchen. I have 6 plates in front of me. I hope you can see these properly. And today I wanted to speak about the importance of not just calories when it comes to fat loss, but also volume when it comes to your food, okay? Because different foods will have the same amount of calories, but the volume, the portion size in them is going to be completely different. And this could essentially be the reason as to why you're not seeing any fat loss results, because you feel like you're not eating a lot, but what you're eating makes it easy for you to overindulge, makes it harder for you to stick to your deficit, and you're essentially eating calories that don't keep you full at all, and that's making it harder for you to stay within your deficit again. So today I wanted to break down some foods. Firstly, on this side of the table, we're going to look at foods that have 100 calories, but maybe the volume is quite low in them. On this side of the table, we're going to have a comparison of a different food that could keep you fuller for a lot longer. So first things first, this is 100 calories of chocolate. And let's compare that to 100 calories of popcorn. As you can see, it barely fits in the plate. 100 calories of peanut butter, not even a tablespoon. And this is another mistake I see women making all the time. They track a tablespoon of peanut butter as one serving. If you're not weighing it, if you're not actually accurate with it, realistically, this is taking up 100 calories and it's basically 12 grams of peanut butter. This doesn't look like a tablespoon. This looks pathetic in my opinion. And let's compare that to 100 calories of pineapple. 100 calories of dates, 2 small dates, and 100 calories of Greek yogurt. Looking at all the foods in front of me, every single one of these plates is 100 calories. But what's the difference between them? The chocolate compared to the popcorn, there's barely anything on this plate, which means you're going to have that 100 calories of chocolate and you're still going to feel hungry. Your cravings are still going to be there. You're not going to feel satisfied, especially when you're in a deficit. Hunger levels are naturally going to be a little bit higher and you feel like you just cannot stick to your calories and that you are not satisfied. But in all reality, you're potentially wasting calories on this little amount of food compared to potentially having a full bowl of popcorn, pineapple, or Greek yogurt, which is also high in protein, which again improves your satiety levels because digestion is a lot slower when it comes to protein sources. Or you might be having peanut butter and thinking it's healthy, and obviously that's going to help you along with your fat loss journey, but in all reality, this isn't going to do anything. If you are actually having peanut butter, even 1 or 2 slices of toast, and you're adding peanut butter on top of it, you're probably having 5 or 6 times the amount of this. And that's just being truthful, okay? When you spread it out, this is literally nothing. It doesn't even come off the spoon because there's nothing on the freaking spoon. So things like this will really have a massive impact, because obviously if you're having 5 or 6 servings of this, that's over 500-600 calories. Plus, let's add your toast on. You just had a snack for 1,000 calories that didn't actually do anything for you and didn't keep you full at all. Compared to having the likes of a bowl of pineapple, which is going to feel like a lot more food. It's obviously healthy. You're getting your micronutrients in there as well, and it is going to keep you fuller for longer. And of course, like I said, the 2 small dates. This is 100 calories, and dates is another health food that everybody hypes about. Oh, dates are super healthy. You know, I had dates instead of chocolate. I had dates instead of this. And don't get me wrong, I love dates. I have dates every single day, hence why I have them here sitting in front of me. But they are super calorific, and they're super high in carbs as well, which leaves you craving more and wanting more from that perspective. And yeah, and 2 dates might satisfy you for about 10 minutes, and then you're going to be hungry again and looking for something else. Compared to 100 calories of Greek yogurt. And what you can actually do if you did want to sort of like mix these foods in and stay fuller for longer, this is a great variation to have, because Greek yogurt is high in protein, and like I said, protein improves your satiety, which means it's going to keep you fuller for a lot longer, right? Protein is the slowest to digest in our body, and because the digestion process is so much slower, it leaves you feeling fuller for a lot longer. So what you can actually do here, if you did want to make this more into a satisfying meal, is throw in some pineapple in there. It'll add a little bit of sweetness. You can even add in a little bit of peanut butter if this would come off my bloody spoon. You get the gist of it. So you're getting your healthy fats in there as well. And this meal here, if you use all of that peanut butter, is going to be in around 200 calories. And obviously let's add a little bit more pineapple in there. Whatever fruit you want of your choice, but now it has protein, it has healthy fats, and it has micronutrients in there. So this is actually a decent snack for yourself that is going to make fat loss a lot easier, but you're still consuming a small amount of calories, but getting the best of both worlds in the situation, okay? Whereas just sticking to foods like these, in all reality, you're going to have the 2 dates, you're going to want 2 more. You're going to move on to the chocolate. 2 squares of chocolate feels like absolutely nothing. You're going to be looking for something else. And then what ends up happening is you move from the chocolate onto the popcorn, because the popcorn's low calorie and it's obviously going to help you stay fuller, but 100 calories has been consumed here, another 100 has been consumed here. You'll throw in 2 dates, that's 300 calories of mindless snacking, which isn't actually going to keep you full, and you're going to be looking for more and more and more, and your 300 calories now deeper into your deficit, which is just going to leave you feeling hungrier again. So this is why I wanted to do this video for you girls, is to understand that not all calories are the same, okay? Yes, we want to be in a calorie deficit, but you also have to be smart about it, especially as your calories start to go that little bit lower. You want to make sure that you're having more foods like these that actually have volume in them, that keep you fuller for longer and you feel like you're eating more, compared to foods like these. Like, even though dark chocolate's healthy, peanut butter is healthy, and dates are super healthy as well. Yes, they're health foods, but there's such a small volume of these foods that are just going to leave you hungry again. And then you're going to turn to that mindless snacking and looking for something else and something else. So it's actually not benefiting you when it comes to your fat loss journey, okay? So if you're somebody that's saying, oh, but I barely eat, I don't actually snack a lot, I just grab a few things here and there, but they're all under 100 calories, count how many times you actually do that throughout the day, because you're right. The 2 dates is just 100 calories, and that's fine if you're having that one time throughout the day, but realistically, once you had this, you're going to be looking for something else and something else, and you're going to move on to the popcorn or the chocolate. That's another 100, another 100. Those calories add up, and that's essentially what's taking you out of your deficit without you even realizing it, because you don't actually feel like you're eating a lot because there's no volume with your meals, okay? You don't get that feeling of feeling full or satisfied after your meals, so you're constantly looking for something else, and you're constantly hungry, but you've added up all your calories because you've opted for these foods that actually bring no satiety to you, and there's no volume in them, you know? So girls, I hope this makes sense. I wanted to keep this video short and sweet, nice and lighthearted, but just to give you a visual representation of where you could potentially be going wrong on your personal fat loss journey, okay? Because foods like these really do make a difference. And girls, if you want to see more like food swap ideas and just food comparison videos like these, make sure you like, you comment below what you sort of want to see. Subscribe to my channel because there's plenty more to come. I know you girls are loving this type of content on Instagram, so I thought I would just bring it and introduce it into my YouTube as well. But besides that, I hope you all have an amazing week. Coaching links and everything as always linked below, and I will catch up with you all soon.